Oh, let's try this again. YouTube just disconnected me. So that's kind of annoying. But we'll work. Gonna wait until some people show up and we get some comments on on the Discord, excuse me. Because so far, let's see if Discord even knows that we are back. Oh, it does. Okay, let's hope that people show up. Fingers crossed. All right, all the members are back, which is good. Most of the members are back, I should say. Sorry, guys, YouTube just crashed, and herein lies the problem of, relying on servers, random servers. Okay, guys, Slicey Dicey says my super chat broke the internet. Okay, so, Slicey Dicey, I remembered your question. I'm not going to say Hamilton for an everyday automatic. I'm trying to think of so you like knives. That does bring you in the Hamilton territory. The thing is that I don't want to recommend like the Hamilton Khaki King because I don't think that the lack of the threaded crown really bothers me. I'm gonna tell you to get a Boulder Expedition. I'm gonna tell you to get a Boulder Expedition right now. Boulder Expedition. Bada bing, bada boom. You want a $400 everyday watch? How much is a Boulder Expedition right now? I might totally be. Let me see. I might be wrong because it might be over. Oh, okay. $5.99. Hold on. I may have misspoke here. Okay, so right now they're like $4.99. So if you save up a little bit more, Slicey Dicey Certified T3 bot. Excuse me. If you save up for a little bit more, they're on the version 2 right now. Okay, so the version 1 is my all-time favorite, but they're not currently selling that right now because they're on the version 2. But this one's my favorite. I also have the version 2, the Boulder Expedition version 2 Mount Sinai. And it's not because I'm Jewish talking about Mount Sinai. Just kidding, it is. It is. It's a biblical reference that I resonate with. No, I'm just kidding. I also really like, let me see. There's another one I actually really like. Oh, the El Capitan. Because the olive drab dial. I think that's really tough. All right. Why are people saying crash incoming? We can watch Twinkies Slicey. Crash incoming. No. We're good. We're good. Briar Blues is here. Says, whew, you're back. Multi says California Electrico keeps shutting off power, does it? No. YouTube crashed the stream. Let me see. Can Bertucci make it out in the snow? What's a good watch for snow? I live in the desert. Okay, well, if you need a watch for the snow, actually what's really funny is the last time I was in the snow, and I was in a whole lot of snow, so around this time last year, I was in Lake Tahoe. Actually, no, it was a little bit, it was in winter. It was further in winter. I was in, uh-oh. Can you guys see me? People are saying it's buffering. Can you guys see me? Confirm. Thumbs up. Moderators, can you see me? Adam. John. Bryson. Moderators say we're good. Awesome. Okay, so real quick. Last winter, I was in Lake Tahoe, and it was like 9 degrees, and it was a ton of snow and wet and ice, and I was wearing my Boulder Expedition. That was a watch that I felt like I could rely on, I could beat on, I could get it wet, because here's the thing, I grew up in New England, so I grew up with a lot of snow, and the thing is, when you get really bundled up, and you have your, jacket covering your gloves and everything, that's all well and good. However, your body is going to give off heat, and sometimes you can sweat on your watch. That's number one. Number two, when snow does like manage to get in between your jacket and your glove onto your watch and it melts, that's a whole lot of water on your watch head. And so you want something that's not going to fog up. So yes, we have G-Shocks, and we have, you know, if you want to, I think I've worn my Polar Dial Explorer too, in the snow as well. So you have like oyster cases and stuff. But last time I was in the snow, like deep snow, I was wearing my Boulder Expedition Mount Sinai. So yeah. What about a marathon? If you want an ugly watch, sure. They're tough, man. I just think they're ugly. I'm just not a big fan of marathon. Would you buy a Hamilton Pilot day date? Yeah. Blue Marlin says, 74 degrees here in Florida. Very nice. AJW says, thoughts on the Certina DS small seconds? By the way, you're fine from London. Well, London can see me, which is great. Thoughts on the Certina DS4 small seconds? I've recommended it on my channel a bunch of times, and I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Let me see. Oh, PLM says, didn't hear the slightly dicey answer. I recommended the Mount Sinai. Because it's $499, it's right on the cusp, and it's much more capable than the Hamilton, than any Hamilton automatic in that price range, in my opinion. Your boy says, saw the Basculante on your website. What's the story with Theo and Harris? How was the customer service? I didn't purchase it from Theo and Harris. But what's funny is that watch and that serial number was actually also sold on Theo and Harris. It changed hands to someone else, and then it changed hands to me. So it's a little bit of provenance there. It's made its way into like multiple stores, which is hilarious. And now it's changed. Someone bought it like immediately. So heck yeah. Dan Wazi, certified T3 bot, says, looks like Black Friday did well at the shop. Indeed. Guys, thank you so much for supporting the shop. Thank you so much for checking out, you know, everything we do here on the channel, but also everything we do here on the shop. And by the way, I think the coupon code might still work at the shop. I don't know. That's all I'll say. I think, you know, Black Friday is over, but I think that coupon code might still work. I don't know. That fellow there, certified T3 bot and moderator, says, still have a few pieces left. Wink, wink, wink. At the Time Teller shop. And you might want to use that code. Have I seen the new Ferrari Roma? It's gorgeous. I don't care what anybody says. It's a little bit out there. Let's take a look and I'll give you my objective review. Because nothing I do is subjective. It is absolutely the truth. Let's take a look, yeah? I think it's so sick. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's incredibly sleek and smooth, and it almost reminds me of, I mean, obviously it has F12 vibes. You know what I mean? It's like if you took a Ferrari F12 and you smoothed out all the edges. You know what I'm gonna say, guys? This might be a little controversial. Take a Porsche Taycan, all right? Take one of the new Aston Martins, and then take the Ferrari F12 and mash them together, and you have the Ferrari Roma. You know, front end, kind of Porsche Taycan, and then the overall shape is a little bit kind of Aston Martin, and then the whole kind of package is like Ferrari F12. But I'm a fan. I think it's gorgeous. Will I ever own one? Yes. But not this year. Sam Ray says, Taycan, Aston, F12, Jory Mobile. Rick Green says, Jory, your new LED watch would go well with a Ferrari 410 or 412 from 1978 to 80. Again, get me like a brown leisure suit and like a turtleneck, and I'll just wear this and then I'm good. All right. Blue Marlin says, I prefer Porsche. Same. Let me see. Okay, so the Zin 856 UTC. Matt Dude is asking me about the Zin 757 UTC and Zin D3 system. The Zin 856 UTC is actually the one that I really like. I personally. Yamaha LED 1970 reissue. So cool, I absolutely love it. Whoa! We got a new channel member, GT WinCam certified T3 bot. For all my T3 bots that are new here, stay tuned for the community tab on my page's homepage, and you will get a secret link that only the channel members can see. Wave clap for you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Multi says, whoa, what watch is that called? Again, that's a nice watch. This is a Yamaha LED 1970 reissue. Special thanks to Yamaha for giving me this watch. I absolutely love it. GT WinCam certified T3 bot. We legitimately film every day here. In fact, when I'm done with the live stream, I'm going to be filming. I have like 3 episodes to film today. I literally work every day of the week, and we cannot do this without the T3 bot monthly members. It's just, you guys are a blessing, and we thank you. We're seriously, editor, me, we're super thankful for you guys. Same races. Let's get to 100 likes, squad. Reading comments. Jordan says, whoop, channel member. Okay, let's take a look at a Grand Seiko, shall we? Jonathan says, what's your thoughts on the SBGM 221, the ivory dial? So this is the GMT, I believe, the kind of cream LED, cream GMT. I got LED on my mind. This is a watch that when the Grand Seiko Boutique opened up in Beverly Hills a couple years ago, I was there, and they let me see every watch, like any watch that I wanted, they had, and they, like, seriously, they asked me, hey, do you want to look at it? And I was the time teller, but my channel wasn't very big then, so it's not like it was my like social media clout that made them nice to me. They didn't know who I was. And still, when I went in there and I asked them about various watches, they were super forthcoming. This is probably one of my best experiences when it comes to like a watch boutique. But anyway, I wanted to see the Snowflake, and they like pulled one out of a box, took the plastic off of it, and just like let me play with it. The Highbeat 36,000 titanium diver, I asked if they had one. They let me play with the limited edition blue dial variant. It was crazy. But what I'm getting at is I asked if they had that SBGM 221, the cream GMT, and they didn't have one. But they said they could order one. And I almost, because that one was selling for $4,200 at the time. I think this was in 2018. And I almost ordered that watch because it was right when they did the redesign with the Grand Seiko logo at the 12 o'clock with no Seiko written on it. So I almost ordered that one, and then I decided to get on the market, I should say. So long story short, a little bit of old time teller story time, but I almost did purchase one of those, and yeah, I'm have fond memories of lusting after that watch. But I purchased the J14070, so I'm happy. GT, he says invite link on the members page is invalid. Yes, because GT, I said after I'm done with the live stream, I post a link to the community tab. We have to keep doing new links to refresh the links because we purposefully make them time out so people can't like hack into the Discord chat. We do one every week. Problem says, hey Jory, thoughts on the Oris Arctics GT Skeleton? It's selling for only 54%, around 1,330 euros. The original retail price. Want to know if it's good value for the money. I don't even know about this Oris. Let's take a look, shall we? People are saying the signal's bad, but moderators, can you see me? No, this watch is ugly, in my opinion. I'm not. Bryson says, we see you, I have to refresh a couple times. That fellow there says sporadic glitches, but it's fine now. Just refresh, guys. I don't know what's going on with the signal. It's on YouTube's end, because I can see it fine. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that Oris, guys. I'm not a big skeleton watch guy, and it's just kind of ugly, in my opinion. Opulent Life says, hey, Jory, happy belated Thanksgiving. Well, thank you so much. Thanksgiving's not over because I still have leftovers, so. Multi says, hi, Jory, does rust or, I think he means corrosion, come off metals good if you use vinegar refreshed a couple times? I've never done that, and I'm not going to recommend it. I've never done that. Samurai, I don't talk about any politics here. Because if I mention anything about politics on any side, even talking about the watches these politicians wear, people will infer, and then it's just stupid. This is a place to get away from politics. I'm not talking about any of that garbage. Anthony Villanueva, Certified Teeth Robot, says lemon juice is really good at removing rust and corrosion. There you go. Let's see. David says, hey, I've got a Certina small seconds for under $300 on Black Friday on stainless steel band. He said strap, but if it's metal, it's a band. Hope you got some good deals too. Well, there are some good deals at the Time Teller shop. Harry says, don't put vinegar on your watch. Captain says, we are here to talk about watches. Well, we're here to talk about anything, just literally no politics. Because that is all BS, and this is not a place for any of that. This is a place to have fun, be happy, joke around, rag on each other, and get away from the harsh reality of life that is 2020. Opulent Life says, hey, Jory, what happened to your Time Away channel? Will you ever restart it? Yes. On the members side. You have to be a member to see all the extra content and the extra chats that we do every week. But I realized that uploading that kind of content on a separate channel was not really path of least resistance. It's easier and just more kind of laid back to upload that stuff for my members, because those are the people that actually really want to see it. Are you ever going to do a review of your LL Bean or Neo Tokyo G-Shocks? Yes, we will, but we've been a little bit busy here with all these other reviews, so just stand by and you will see the Neo Tokyo reviews. And again, I actually just wore a review, I just wore a Neo Tokyo today during my run. Harry says, shipping to New Zealand, Jory? I love my Kiwis. One of my roommates for like 4 years was a Kiwi. Absolutely love him. Josh Neal, if you're watching from New Zealand, what's going on? Yeah, we ship to New Zealand. I have shipped to New Zealand. I've shipped to Australia, in fact, your neighbors. We ship worldwide, guys. I say this every week and I get questions. The first thing on my homepage, the second thing actually, right above the products, we ship internationally, okay? And I go on this rant. I ship I have shipped to Italy, Austria, Australia, New Zealand, Japan, China, Malaysia, Singapore, Hong Kong, which people like to separate Hong Kong and China. Shipped to both. I've shipped to Germany. I've shipped to Switzerland, which was actually really funny because I was shipping a watch that came from Switzerland, and then someone from Switzerland purchased it, and I shipped it to them. Shipped it all over the US, obviously. Shipped it to Scotland. I've shipped to everywhere in UK, actually. London, a few times. And I've shipped to Dubai. I think I've even shipped to. Trying to think. Oh, in Colombia. I knew there was one. South America. I've shipped to Colombia. Yeah. So we're international at the T3 shop, baby. Let me see. So many questions while I was going over that rant. Saptak says, should I buy a G-Steel over a Mudmaster? No. Because I don't like any of the G-Steel watches. And I love Mudmasters. Lorenzo says, cheers from Italy, Mr. Goodman. Thank you so much. Love my Italians. My niece, who I love the most in the world, is part Italian. Because my brother-in-law is part Italian. So I got love for the Italians. Lorenzo says, cheers from Italy, Mr. Goodman. May I ask you, what do you think about HTD, if you've ever heard of them? I've never heard of them, but apparently they're a micro brand from Florence. That is really cool. You know what? Email info@thetime-teller-shop, info@thetime-teller-shop, information about HTD, and I'd love to learn more about them. That's really cool. So shout out to Florence. All right, let me see. Do I ship to Baldur's Gate? Great! Absolutely great video game series. That is hilarious, actually, that you said that. Watch This Guy says, thank you. Hong Kong is not China. Oops, no politics. No, I'm not trying to be political there. I'm just saying that literally, like, people don't consider... Yeah, no politics. Subtalk says, do you ship to India? Is there any way you can reduce the price in the retail bill? Because our customs are around 80%. Well, we do ship to India, but we do reduce the retail price because there's a coupon code going on at the shop right now. Watch This Guy says, G-Steel, excuse me, is nice, but you won't wear it. It's too expensive, easy to scratch. I wouldn't be worried about scratching your G-Steel watch. I just don't think they look cool. So I'm just not interested. Cast Irony says, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 were wonderful. Okay, so remember Baldur's Gate 1 when you're in the tavern and you talk to like the barmaid and she's like asking you to, Rob, yes, we will ship wherever you are, we will find a way to ship, and we have a shipping calculator at the shop. So Rob Peters, we will ship to Greenland if need be. Do you guys remember in Baldur's Gate, so you go into the tavern, you speak to the barmaid, it's like the first like mission quest, I guess, that you have to do, and you have to go like under the tavern and kill a bunch of rats. I remember playing that in like, what was it, like the early 2000s? I don't know. I was probably like 11 or something. And I was like, why am I spending like a half hour like just killing rats? It's like I'm an exterminator. I'm like killing rats under a tavern. Like, when do I get to like do spells and stuff? I don't know. It's just so, that's like the one thing I remember from that video game series. Jordan says, rats in the tavern basement. Classic RPG quest. If an RPG doesn't have a rats in the tavern type experience, then I'm just not interested. If PS5 doesn't have... If PS5 can't mimic the excitement of a rats in the tavern extermination quest, I do not want to have anything to do with it. Low key though, I'm trying to find a PS5. So if anybody has any, like tips on where I can get a PS5, let me know. Okay. Okay, then Nikoko says, what are the first 3 things you do if your favorite watch takes in water, step by step? So, first thing is pull the crown out. Okay, pull the crown out so that the water can get out. And take it to a watchmaker immediately and pray. So, pull the crown out, take it to a watchmaker and pray. That's those are the 3 things. Or it also depends on the watch, because if, like, my Grand Seiko J14070 took on water, the first thing I would do would be cry. Probably. Then watchmaker, then pray. But if it was something like my Alpinist, I'd pull the crown out, take it to a watchmaker, and pray. I wouldn't cry about it, because I think it's tough enough to handle it. But, yeah, for like my Grand Seiko from the 1960s, or like if my like Vacheron or my Reverso, I would probably cry. Jonathan, hey Jory, what watch did you wear on Thanksgiving Day? I wore my LL Bean Dial Hamilton RAF limited edition 9721. I just got it back from service, TikTok Watch Repairs, and I absolutely adore that watch. It just came back keeping perfect time, and has a new sapphire crystal on it, so it looks like a brand new watch practically. Great question though. What did you guys wear on Thanksgiving? AJ, I've not seen you mention Breguet. I've mentioned it Breguet multiple times on this channel. I'm a huge fan of the Breguet Classique line. Yeah, look up the episode that I just released last week, or maybe it was the week before, 20 underrated, 20 underrated, all the underrated watches in chronological order for 2020. Thoughts on Iron Annie watches? You're being very spammy, Zippy, number 1. Number 2, I've never heard of them. Jordan, with the super chat, says, what watch would Spike Spiegel wear? I need... You know what? I'm going to be kind of... First of all, Cowboy Bebop was like... I feel like that is... Cowboy Bebop like shaped me as a like angsty adolescent. I think that he would wear this. I'm not gonna lie. I could totally see him wearing this with his suit. He would wear like a 1970s Quartz Crisis watch. Especially with the whole aesthetic of the show. He would wear like a not necessarily this one, but I could see him wearing this, or like a Pulsar, or even like the Omega Constellation Time Computer 3, the TC3, which is like a Pulsar LED watch. So, yeah, Spike, who is, you know, Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop, he would wear a Quartz Crisis LED watch. Jordan says, good call. Yeah. Portugal, what's going on, Portugal? Dan M says, hi Jory, hi Jory. For a first Rolex, what model do you recommend? I would like to buy one because current milestone reached, Mazel Tov, whatever that may be. I would like to have a sentimental budget is under $7,500. Okay, so I've always recommended the Rolex 1500. I think that that's one of the most perfect Rolex reference numbers. It has a date complication and it's simple. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Sam Ray, is it Jory or Jory? Well, Sam Ray, look at every episode I've ever uploaded and my name is written on screen at the beginning of every single episode. But people still find a way to misspell it. So I would say Date 1500, personally. Multi-D says, Jory just saw Godzilla 2014. It has a lot of villains, many movies featuring Godzilla. Cool. Watch this guy. Certified Teeth Ross says, try to restore my dad's 1960 Roto Champion automatic. Should I ask my watchmaker to smooth out all the scratches and replace the old clouded mineral crystal to a new sapphire? So, in my opinion, don't... in my opinion, Samurai, you're misspelling my name. You just asked how to spell my name. You're misspelling it. Okay, so, in my opinion, do not get rid of the scratches, guys. You don't need to do that. That's just my opinion. I think that people polish watches often too much, and the whole charm of vintage watches are that they tell a story. So don't over polish your watches. If you need to replace the crystal, then that's perfectly fine. I think replacing the crystal is different because the crystal is what you need to look through to see the actual dial. So like I replaced the crystal on my LL Bean RAF limited edition, but that's because I couldn't, it was so cloudy I couldn't even see through to the dial. So that's what I would do. Bradley with the super chat says, do I know anything about Revue Tomen? Let's take a look. Looks like an homage company. Don't know much about them, gonna be honest. Not super interesting to me, my man, because giving me definite Rolex homage vibes. I don't know what is. Here's an issue. Take a look at the Revue Tomen Diver 175712537. $489. You're getting a Rolex homage with an automatic, has a sapphire crystal, but the date doesn't even fit in the date window. So it's off center. And then the magnifier doesn't even magnify anything. So this is going to be a no for me. It's overpriced. It's too big at 42 millimeters. It's an homage. Really bad magnifier, and the date window is off center. So that's not to be harsh. I appreciate you asking me my opinion. I'm not a fan, and I don't think I personally wouldn't recommend them. Andy is here from London. What is going on, brother? Hope you're having a cuppa watching the live stream from London. Yes. Lord Elgin, Certified T3 Bot, says, that's a big no from Jory, dog. That's going to be a no from me, dog. Kareem says, what's my favorite G-Shock? Well, this is really difficult because I absolutely love G-Shocks. You know what? I'm going to say, Bradley, thank you for the super chat, my man. And I hope I steered you in the right direction. If you found one that you really, really like from that company, go ahead and pick it up. I'm just one guy. This is one guy's opinion. You don't need to do what I say. But thank you for the super chat, my man. What's my favorite G-Shock? Well, I'm going to have to say the G-Shock DW6600. Why? Well, it's the best of both worlds. Because it's kind of smaller and easy to wear, kind of like a DW5600, but it has the added toughness of one of the larger frame G-Shocks. So it's kind of a perfect amalgamation. Everything you need, nothing you don't. I love the Neo Tokyo variant, the DW6900 Neo Tokyo. It's essentially DW6600. I absolutely love it. That's going to be my favorite G-Shock. Psycho Fu says, thoughts on the Ball Engineer? Okay, so I get asked about the Ball Engineer all the time, but we're going to talk about the Marvelite. Okay. Ball Engineer Marvelite. Kind of has a Rolex Oyster Perpetual vibe going on. Looks kind of simple. Okay, so this is kind of like a Oyster Perpetual. Or Oyster Date. I'm sure it's tough. Everyone that I know that has a Ball Engineer really likes them. So I don't know enough about them personally firsthand to say yay or nay. But what I will say is everyone that I know that has a Ball Engineer really likes them. So check them out and let me know what you think. Jordan, Certified T-Dot, says, for someone who purports to never have watched Hannah Montana, Jory sure knows the melody and sings it often. Conspiracy theory brewing. Dude, what if I took off my beard and I was like a different person? Like, Jory Goodman, the time teller, was just an alias, and then I just take it off and then I have a whole other life. And then that whole thing is actually another show about how I'm living this double life. But instead of being like a superstar pop idol, I'm just kind of like a Z-list YouTuber. All in all, it's just kind of like a really underwhelming show. That would be, dude, Jordan, let's make it happen. Get my agent on the phone. Get Gato on the phone. Watch this guy with a super chat. He's a certified T3 bot. He says, thanks. It's kind of my thought too. Everyone likes Ball Engineer watches. I've never really seen them though. Graham from Liverpool. Graham from Liverpool. This is the Beatles. Really bad Liverpool accent. I am a jerk doing all these terrible accents. Hope you don't mind. Graham from Liverpool asking about picking up a G-Shock GBD H1001 with the heart monitor for the gym. Do I recommend it or is there something better? I really had a good time with that watch. Special thanks to G-Shock for sponsoring me on that episode, and I really do like it for running. If you're looking for a watch that has a heart monitor watch, yes, I absolutely recommend that. If you're looking for another type of heart monitor, I recommend a Whoop strap. Notice how there's no screen. There's absolutely no screen here, and that's because this is not a smart watch. But it does have a heart rate monitor, checks my breathing, checks my variable heart rate, checks my breathing rhythm and my breathing cadence. It doesn't have a step counter or anything like that. This is much more high level as far as the metrics it teaches me. And it tells me kind of when I'm stressed out and when I need to cool off and when I need to recover. And then it tells me what days I should really be hitting it hard. I'm still super jacked. I'm running 2 miles under 20 minutes every day. Today, because I have a live stream, I only did 1 mile in like 8 minutes. So I'm crushing it. I recommend the Whoop strap if you don't want a smart watch, because I'm not a really big smart watch guy. But if you do want a quote-unquote smart watch that does it all, it's really, really tough. I really like the GBDH 1000 from G-Shock. Reading comments. Hold on. Jory, are you a fan of Neon Jealous's Evangelion? Yes. That show also, I think I've seen that, like, I probably watched that show like 5 times all the way through, back to back. Do you guys remember Blue Gender? I watched Blue Gender way too young. Blue Gender's way more messed up than Neon Genesis. Andy says, good to see you, man. How's the STI doing? Oh, amazing, man. You know, you and I got love for rally cars. We need more people in the US to have love for rally cars. You guys in the UK, man, you guys are lucky that rally and Formula One are big over there. Here in the US, we got NASCAR. Just gotta drive in a circle real fast. Lorenzo says, by the way, Baldur's Gate, Cowboy Bebop, man, we in Europe have received some influence from your side of the pond. I'm 30-year-old like you. Yeah, well, you know, Toonami kind of changed our lives when we were younger, and Cartoon Network kind of opened up our eyes to like Inuyasha and stuff. And so then that just kind of, you know, it just snowballed from there. Life of Sam just said, just wanted to say the restock for Black Friday was pretty good. Thank you so much, Life of Sam. I really appreciate that. Did a lot of work curating that collection. We had some watches I didn't think we'd be able to get. We got them. We sold them. There are 4 watches available still at the Time Teller shop, and the coupon code might work. I don't know. I'm asking my people. They're like, dude, Black Friday's over. We can't have that code anymore. Black Friday's over. And I'm like, I don't know. Let's keep it going. So there's 4 watches available. Check them out. Multi-D says, Toonami, I miss those days. That changed my life, man. Inuyasha, Yu Yu Hakusho, Tenchi Muyo. This might be I know people are going to talk trash about this. I love the whole Tenchi Muyo universe. Tenchi in Tokyo, GXP, Tenchi GXP. Tenchi Muyo is just such a fun, chill, also action-y anime that, like, it was just really fun. It was just fun. And I guess technically it was like a harem anime. It was like my first exposure to like that type of like harem anime, but it wasn't like over, like, I mean, I was also young when I was watching it, so I probably didn't pick up on any of the innuendos and stuff, but it was still like chill, and you could watch it and have fun. I love Tenchi Muyo. Jory, what watch would Naruto wear? I'm gonna blow your minds here, guys. I've only watched 4 episodes of Naruto, and I'm watching it. I just started it last month. I just didn't find it interesting. I didn't find Naruto interesting because when everybody was freaking out about Naruto when I was in school, I was watching like I started out watching, like, the first animes I watched were like Ninja Scroll and Akira, okay? And like Jinro and stuff. So, and like Samurai X. So when people were like freaking out about like Naruto, I'd already seen Ghost in the Shell and like all these like big deal animes. So I felt like Naruto was too childish. So I was like, what is this? You guys are watching like the jutsu. And I was like, I literally saw some chick get beheaded in this anime. And I'm like 9. I don't care about what you guys are talking about. So I thought that I was like too mature for like Naruto and like mainstream stuff, but secretly I loved Inuyasha and like all that stuff. But last month I started Naruto from the beginning, and I'm seeing what it is. So far I know he likes ramen, so that's cool. But I don't know what watch he would wear. Maybe, I don't know. He seems like a knucklehead right now, so I don't really know. Cast Irony says, Jory, I didn't know you were this classy with anime. Ninja Scroll, Samurai X. Yeah, dude. Samurai X is amazing. It's way more graphic than people think, but yeah, amazing. And Ninja Scroll, can I just say real quick, I was way too young to watch Ninja Scroll when I when I did. I think I was like 11. And the first scene in Ninja Scroll, I was like, yo, what is this? It had ninja in the name, so I just assumed it was like a cool cartoon about ninjas. And then when that first scene hit, I was like, yo, I need an adult. This is... And I still own it on VHS, though, because it was just... I absolutely... Ninja Scrolls, it's incredible. Okay, PLM, who's actually a great viewer of mine. I always have to give him props because he's very he's critical of me, but he's like respectful at the same time. He knows how to ask questions and dig deeper without being a jerk, which is incredible. So PLM, props to you. I give you props every week. He asks, Subaru or 911? I can only choose one. Jeep Rubicon. Still got the Jeep, baby. I choose the Jeep. Lord Elgin, Certified T3 Bot, says, Joy, the Candlelight Vigil is on for Jody from Just One More Watch and T3 Collab 2020. It's not the team up we deserve, but the one we need. Guess what? Jody and I texted each other last week, so stay tuned. We're making it happen. I sent him a watch and I wrote him a little note, and then he texted me. So we're making it happen. There's only like a 20-hour time difference or something from where we live. So we're gonna try. You know what anime I'm watching right now, guys? Also, people are saying Initial D. I grew up in the 90s, dude. Of course I watched Initial D. Like... the Euro beat. Okay. The animes I'm watching right now. Fire Force. Black Clover. Austin, you guys remember Austin? He told me to watch Reincarnated as a Slime. So I'm watching that. It's entertaining, I guess. Fire Force is the best, though. Jordan with Super Chat says, bold statement, the best Ghibli film is Only Yesterday. Come at me. Oh my gosh. So that is very different. So when people think of Studio Ghibli, they think of My Neighbor Totoro. Maybe if you're like super cultured, you'll think of Princess Mononoke. But they think of My Neighbor Totoro, Howl's Moving Castle, Spirited Away. Only Yesterday, very different. Very different. So, yeah. You are a man of culture, Jordan. I'm actually impressed. Princess Mononoke is incredible, by the way. Okay. Reading comments. Cast Irony says, Jory, I don't want to spam the chat, but you got to know there's a new Ninja Scroll. Oh, I'll check it out. See, there was Ninja Scroll, then there was a Ninja Scroll series, and the series was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. But if there's a new one, I'll check it out. Have I heard of Attack on Titan? Of course I've heard of Attack on Titan, or as I like to call it, the Depression Accelerator. That show is heavy, man. That's not what I want to watch at the end of the day. Malcolm stuff. Fist of the North Star. Dan Wazee, certified teeth rot. You are the man. Fist of the North Star. All the real ones know about it. Amazing. Dale Taylor, have a great one. Time for Alabama football. Roll Tide. Roll Tide. Do I watch Initial D? Of course, I own the limited edition box set of Initial D. I'm a car guy. I'm a car guy and I'm a weeb. Okay? If I'm a weeboo and I like cars, of course I have Initial D. Segismundo, do you believe in God? Yes. I don't even think that's a controversial statement. I'm Jewish. Oh, Rusty Notes says Peaky Blinders. Courtesy of the Peaky Blinders. Dems, certified T3 bot, Vampire Hunter D. The coolest part of Vampire Hunter D is when that truck, when one of the wheels breaks off and it's a motorcycle. Do you guys remember that? They have this armored personnel carrier, and in one scene, the wheel like separates from that armored personnel carrier, and it's a freaking motorcycle. When I saw that, I was like, whoa! Wait, Jordan, I didn't know that. Oh my gosh. Jordan, can you write to me in the Discord chat, dude? Oh my god. I had no idea about this. Dude, I watched like half of the first season of Attack on Titan, and it was just like way too depressing for me, and I stopped watching it, but now Jordan's telling me the creator is anti-Semitic. Oh my god. That is perfect, dude. That is maybe it's best that I stopped watching it. What the heck? Jason, everyone's telling me I need to watch Demon Slayer. I need to watch Demon Slayer, I guess. Different than Goblin Slayer. Goblin Slayer, I watched the first episode and I was like, yo, and I'm 31 and I watched that. And the first episode I was like, whoa. Kids are watching this, dude? Dude, no one's confirmed that they remember Vampire Hunter D with the wheel motorcycle. Welcome to Weeboo Chat 2020. Reading comments, 1 second. Reading comments. Cast Iron says Demon Slayer over Fire Force and Black Clover combined. Wow, must be really good then. I'll have to watch it. Haribo lover. Haribo? Like the gummies? Dude. Yo. All my closest friends know that Haribo gummy bears are my favorite snack. That is bizarre. Haribo, are you talking about like the gummy bear Haribos? Yo. Okay, first of all, Jordan, Food Wars, you have to watch that on mute. Okay? One of Connie's friends showed her Food Wars, and Connie was like, Jory, you're not allowed to watch this show. And I was like, why? And so she showed me, and I was like, oh. Okay. Haribo lover says, random question, favorite Vietnam and World War II movie? Okay, favorite Vietnam movie would be Hamburger Hill. Kind of depressing, but a really good movie. Favorite World War II movie would be The Longest Day. So I love The Longest Day. That is an incredible World War II movie, and it has like every famous actor from that era in it. Everyone from Sean Connery, who makes a cameo. Sean Connery makes a cameo, and then like John Wayne. So like it runs the gamut. But yeah, that's for World War II, and then Vietnam, definitely Hamburger Hill. Into House says, would you rather have a crappy car and a nice Grail watch / ride in a... Oh, okay. So he's saying, would you rather have a crappy car and a Grail watch or a Grail car and a crappy watch? I just do both. I have 3 of like my Grail cars essentially, and then I just have really cool watches as well. So, yeah. Favorite car in initial D? I mean, the R32 is just so cool, right? When the Night Kids show up at the R32. Really cool. Okay, guys. So we've accumulatively, we've been on here for about 70 minutes. Would you do more videos outside again with your Jeep? Yes, and we do that over on the member side. But a lot of places are closed down, unfortunately, here in California, so we can't really go out and film, especially because now there's going to be like a, I think, 3-week lockdown. So I'm not happy about this. But, guys, I am going to wrap this up. Can I just say, not to get cheesy or corny, I love you guys. Like, I honestly love you guys. I don't care. You can judge me. You can take it as you will. But I honestly love you guys. Here's why. Number one, you've changed my life. You've allowed me to do things I've always wanted to do, whether it be just talking about watches with people, or doing like my ultimate dream, which is like starting a business and selling watches that I'm super passionate about. Every watch that I sell at the shop is a watch that I think is really cool, that I would wear, and that I want other people to enjoy. So you guys are just, I can't believe that you've made it possible for me to live my dream and share it with you guys. And the fact that I can hang out with you dudes every week is just, it's just a blessing and